I didn't really see many Ronda shirts.
Thank you.
But
he keeps saying our. No, your Lord and Savior.
Lord and Savior.
No, yours.
She looks like she's not about the business, bro.
Or Lord and Savior.
Never was.
She looks like she's not about the business.
See, we need to have him on more often.
You guys get worked. And that's how we start off. True Hill Heat 32. The Pro Wrestling Spotlight presents THH 32. We are live here.
Yes,
I am SP3. We are here with Miss Krssi Love.
Hello.
And our very special guest from the 20 for 20 podcast, none other than Nathan Mcfly.
What up?
Tell them a little bit about your podcast, where they can check you out and everything.
Yes. You can check out the 20 by 20 podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, any third placing podcast network.
Wherever they have it, right?
Wherever they have it, you can just check it over there. Me, my boy SM2, Bing, LP, Shice, yo, we over here doing it. And, we mix the wrestling with hip-hop culture because we see a really, really deep parallel between both. So we just try to make it, present it to everybody itself.
Great, awesome, and we're happy you can join us on True Hill.
Thank you for having me.
So
Thank you for having me.
Live on the Pro Wrestling Spotlight, as well as the True Hills group page, as well as the True Hill Heat podcast page. So thank you for watching. If you're watching with us, we're going to be reviewing New Japan Pro Wrestling Sengoku Lord. We're going to be talking about the WWE Superstar Shakeup.
Okay.
Whatever that was.
The multi-week Superstar.
Yes, multi-week, exactly.
We're going to be talking about AEW Double or Nothing as well as StarCast. So first of all, we start off every True Hill Heat with our True Hill roll call. This is where we shout out everyone who's supporting the True Hills group page, the Pro Wrestling Spotlight, as well as our YouTube channel. So let's shout out first our conversation starters. Of course, it is the same top three as always. The main three, our main three people. Jamie Tanak, the number one Ronda hater, a.k.a. Becky Lover, because these Becky Lovers don't know the difference. The Peruvian Pip, Bruno A.
Woo! Yeah!
Peru!
Pa mi gente. There we go.
And the number one, the Negro Buck, Nick Jackson. So shouts out to them. Yes, shouts out to them.
There we go.
Shout out to a couple of the True Hills who's supporting the page. Mel Scott, Ryan Webster, Nick Blackman, Darius Henry, Alex Serta, and Joe Left. And a couple of our YouTube subscribers, Sean Park, Lupe Laura, EJ Movement. So shout out to those guys.
Yeah, I know EJ Movement.
Oh, nice. So shout out to
them. Shout out to everybody.
The YouTube page. And we want a special shout out to our friends at the Jobber Tears podcast. And a very special announcement. We're going to be having our first ever viewing party. True Hills take over.
There we go.
May 25th. For all elite
why we got confetti and all other stuff like that? Like, this is celebration.
You said you want to get a sound machine. Now you want a confetti maker. Like,
it's a celebration.
Oh man, I should have brought silly string sign. I just didn't want to mess up this nice place over here.
We gotta work on a budget for those type of decorations and things. You gotta let me know you want to do those type of things before we go live.
Okay.
We're live.
All
We're
right.
live, pal.
Okay, fine.
We're live, pal.
Okay.
So yes, May 25th, Saturday, May 25th, for All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing, we are going to be hosting the Legends viewing party. So come out to 33rd Street between 5th and 6th Avenue. If you are in the New York City area, we are going to be there live. SP3, Miss Krssi Love, Top Guy JJ will all be there. We might even try our best to drag that no-down dirty producer behind the camera to Legends. He never wants to come out to Legends, especially because his new favorite Peruvian pimp Bruno AB is usually there. He never wants to show up.
He's gonna be there?
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
Oh, somebody's coming.
Bruno AB,
somebody's coming now.
Gonna be there.
Well, why didn't you say that before?
But listen, I know when Jabba Tears throw these parties, it's always dope, but just the other element with True Hills Heat is going to be phenomenal.
I know I missed the WrestleMania when I heard it was bananas.
Oh, it was bananas.
I only missed it because I was actually at the event.
Oh, okay.
And we need to get your live perspective of being there live. We haven't got someone who was there live on True Hill Heat yet, so we got to get your live perspective. But come out to Legends for All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing on May 25th. We're going to be talking about it on all the True Hill Heats up until Double or Nothing. So, but check that out. We have a Facebook page, so get your tickets now for that. But tell us your live perspective before we hear from the True Heels in the spotlight. What was your perspective of WrestleMania 35 being there live?
It was a long day.
See, this is why.
It was a long day.
I can admit when Top Guy JJ triggers me, he triggered me on the last True Heel, if you watch, when he said that WrestleMania was the best WrestleMania since WrestleMania 19. And I'm like, literally, every person who went there live, who saw the show, the first thing they say is it was long. How can you say something that's described as that? As one of the best shows.
Put it like this, I haven't even gotten through the actual event. Like, I try to go back and watch it at home. I still haven't even gotten through it because it's so long. Like, I got there, I want to say, 1 o'clock, and I was chilling in the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so I was good before I went into the event.
There you go.
So, yeah, I left home. Mind you, I started my event from Friday when we went to NXT.
Yes.
Oof, nice.
Yeah.
NXT was fire.
NXT was fire.
Fire. Oh, my
I had an amazing night, and that was my first NXT.
Oh,
nice.
Beautiful.
You chose a great one.
Didn't I? Did I not do that? Did I not do that? It was an amazing show.
It was.
Some of my predictions got right. I was like, yes!
Hey, you got Dream. You were the only one that got Dream right at NXT, so I'll give it up for you.
So yeah, started on NXT. Then Sunday, I was like, all right, I'm not doing nothing on Saturday because I need to mentally prepare myself for what we're going to have Sunday.
Yes.
And Lord, I get home to now luckily I drove because if I was like the rest of them people that was out there, Lord have
I heard even driving was crazy.
See, where I parked at was kind of like at the back.
Okay.
So I was able to get on out of there. I didn't have to wait that long.
So how long?
I probably had to wait maybe 15, 20 minutes to get out.
Okay. All right. That's not bad.
It wasn't bad.
I went to WrestleMania 33 and I had to wait maybe an hour to get to the parking lot with the person driving. So I give it up for you for being that.
But between getting out the parking lot and dropping the people that I was with home, I got home maybe 2-ish, 2:30.
Okay.
So not bad. But overall, it was a great experience. I had a great time. I loved meeting all of the people. It was so good. People were wrestling. People were barbecuing.
Yeah.
People fed me. They gave me drinks. It was a beautiful thing. I loved it. I love every minute of it.
The wrestling community.
The
wrestling community is beautiful.
They embrace you.
Yes.
They don't even know you from where you walk from.
It doesn't even matter. You guys are all there for the same cause.
Yes. Yeah, it's so beautiful. I love every minute.
To enjoy wrestling just like the people watching True Heel Heat. So let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels before we get started.
Chris Gutierrez says that
Hey, Chris!
2001 Triple H promos were longer than WrestleMania.
Good boy.
And Jaquan James just wants to add that Mysterio hoodie is hard.
Good looking, brother. I appreciate that.
Good eye right there.
Root to fight.
So let's talk about the WWE Superstar Shakeup. Because we were supposed to go live with True Heel Heat last week and talk about the Superstar Shakeup. But we would have not been able to talk about every move because it continued.
Not at all.
Week. So last week, the WWE started the Superstar Shakeup on Raw and SmackDown. A couple of people moved over, moving over brands. We had going to Raw, The Miz, Ricochet.
Yes.
Aleister Black. We'll get to that more.
Yup.
The Viking Experience. We'll get to that more.
Which is now.
We'll get to that more later.
My bad.
Andrade. We'll get to that more later. Selena Vega. We'll get to that more later. Rey Mysterio. Jimmy and Jay Uso. Naomi. EC3. Lacey Evans. Cedric Alexander. And the phenomenal AJ
Styles. Yes.
Going to SmackDown. We had the Intercontinental Champion Finn Balor. We had Bayley. We had Elias, Ember Moon, Kairi Sane, Buddy Murphy, Liv Morgan, Lars Sullivan, Chad Gable, Apollo Crews, Mickey James, Heavy Machinery, and the big dog, Roman Reigns. Yeah. And then this week on WWE TV, because of the mess that WWE made, they had 3 months to come up with a Superstar Shakeup and literally did not think about certain things like
relationships.
We need a Latin star on SmackDown for when we go over the front.
Well,
we need these people who are
in relationships.
Yeah, because it's already
together. We need. Oh my God.
Because they can't break up a happy home now, so I don't understand why they didn't think about these things.
Well,
but to clear up the mess, and as well, we can't have two mid-card champions on SmackDown. So this week we had the United States champion Samoa Joe.
Well, Samoa Joe wasn't he like sick?
He was sick.
He was at Raw, but he was backstage. He just couldn't perform or anything.
Right.
Yeah, he couldn't perform because he was sick. But I'm sorry, they had a vignette for Cedric Alexander. I'm very sure the WWE creative team could have worked up a vignette and said Samoa Joe on Raw.
Yeah.
It's just
true.
the fact WWE does not plan stuff in advance, and these shows are being written at 5 o'clock when they start at 8 o'clock. And Samoa Joe moved over to Raw. No fanfare. Literally, he just shows up. We have they have a picture saying, "Oh, Samoa Joe's gonna be on a triple threat," and Samoa Joe walked out. There was no explanation on Samoa Joe being on Raw.
Why he was there? Yep.
Cesaro came over to Raw. No explanation for that either. Andrade and Zelina Vega came back to SmackDown because Andrade's with Charlotte, and you can't separate.
Of course.
And you can't separate Zelina from
Aleister Black. Aleister Black is on
Definitely.
SmackDown, and literally there was no explanation for Aleister Black being on SmackDown, and there was little to no explanation for Andrade and Zelina Vega.
They introduced them and they came out and they fought on Raw. When the Superstar Shakeup happened, because Finn was still there, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
But at least they had a little promo where Zelina said Finn ran away. So, what did you guys think of the entire Superstar Shakeup? We'll start with Nathan Mcfly. What did you think about the last 2 weeks?
With the last 2 weeks, this is what I thought. They didn't know that Fox was really... I'm pretty sure they didn't know that Fox was really, into the Spanish market the way they're saying they're into. I mean, I know they have Fox Deportes and all that other stuff, but would they want to expose a Latin talent?
You heard that, right?
Come on.
What would they want to expose the Latin talent? Listen, but imagine the last time they were on primetime television. They were only worried about getting the biggest stars on that show. They weren't worried about anything else. So for them, they're like, all right, we're going to bring him back. You know what? This is the reason why we need to bring him back, because he's with Charlotte Flair. All right. I mean, that's out there already. I don't know how much of an excuse people are going to want to need for that. Everybody's like, oh, they're not telling us why. This person's over here. This person's over there. Yo,
if you can't guess it or know about
exactly.
it,
you're under fucking mental, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to be the devil's advocate here.
Okay.
There are casual wrestling fans that are not on these people's Twitters and Instagrams and don't know that Andrade and Charlotte are together. They the common knowledge that we as hardcore fans, we get very twisted and think that it's common knowledge to everyone watching the WWE product.
So they don't have Twitter?
And that's wrong.
They don't have Instagram?
They don't.
Facebook?
Maybe they don't care about that part of the wrestling world. They don't want to know about that part of the wrestling world. They want to keep it on the television screen.
So they don't want to know their personal life.
There's some people that are like that.
So Naomi and Jimmy Uso just
that's on Total Divas. That's different. That's on the television.
All I'm saying is that 4-4 got broke down about 20-something years ago.
It did.
And
I agree.
Everything is out there now. So if you can't see it for yourself and you're making yourself and getting yourself all crazy about how this person was over here, why was he moved over there? Just think about it, bro. Think about it. Why do you think?
I feel like you are just coming up with excuses for WWE poor writing.
I'm not coming up with excuses.
It's poor writing and poor planning.
The writing sucks. We definitely could say that.
No,
but
the only writing that's good is on SmackDown. That's it.
No, not even on SmackDown. How could they
not even?
It's all the same.
So they're supposed to highlight it, right? Be like, oh, the reason why he's here is because that's his woman right there.
No!
Right?
No!
So then what are they supposed to do?
Hello! Andrade beat Finn Balor. I'm not
Oh, so he's just chasing... he's over here because he's chasing Finn?
I'm not on the booking team, but I'm sorry. They just had a match on SmackDown that was non-title after Andrade beat the Intercontinental Champion. Very simple explanation for Andrade and Selena being back on SmackDown. Andrade beat the champion, so he's back on SmackDown because he deserves a shot at the title. Simple. It doesn't take rocket science. Why does WWE make this shit so difficult? Why? It doesn't take rocket science. That's very simple.
Why does it need so much explaining?
Aleister Black is on SmackDown. Hello. Cesaro is on Raw. So, a very simple explanation would have been Shane McMahon coming out and saying, Cesaro went to Raw, so in exchange for Cesaro, Aleister Black is on SmackDown. It's very simple stuff.
You know the way...
You're just basically saying, oh,
You know the way they took it?
Maybe they didn't know that Fox wants the Latin market. How? How do they not know that?
Dude, was it being mentioned? I don't know what's going on in that inner circle. I have no fucking clue. But what I'm trying to tell you is that with Cesaro, to me, the way I thought about it is like, you know what? Sheamus is out. He's been dealing with spinal stenosis and all this other shit. But you know what? This guy deserves a fresh start. I like him on Raw. That was my train of thought going into seeing him on Raw.
I didn't care.
What was the whole fuckery about it? Like, all right, he's on Raw, okay.
All I'm asking is for WWE. I want WWE to do something. No, I want WWE to do something very simple.
They're not going to do it though.
Make sense.
They don't.
Just make sense. Just try to make sense.
Have they ever made sense before? Have they ever made sense before?
No, when they used to do Superstar Shakeups, they used to be like, you know what, let's trade.
Exactly.
But it used to make sense.
You know what's horrible?
The draft was great.
You know what's horrible?
What?
Is that the fact that when we experienced like in 2008, 2009, they was doing those drafts. We remember the drafts when they would have like Vince and Ric Flair or Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman. That was the best part for me.
Even Stephanie and Shane did that at one point too, and everyone was like red and blue, and they was all sitting in the back. Everyone was all together, and we were all waiting to see who was going to go where.
Exactly.
It was all a part of the whole storyline.
Then when they did it where, they did that little lottery machine and then
When we were living
through that, no one liked that. But that's better than what we have now.
Yeah.
What we have now
I feel what you're saying, because you feel like there's just holes in what's going on.
Like literally, this is what annoyed me the most about that Raw for the Superstar Shakeup is Aleister Black and Ricochet, who have been on Monday Night Raw for the past 6 weeks.
They were a great tag team together, man.
Coming out, yes, and I'm upset that they had to get separated.
Because they're young enough to be a tag team and then spread out and do their single stuff later on.
And if Raw showed anything, Ricochet's not going to do shit on Raw. So
I didn't like that.
He should have went with Aleister Black to SmackDown.
I didn't like that. Him losing like that, I didn't like it.
But honestly, the thing that annoyed me the most was Aleister Black and Ricochet coming out and Michael Cole repeatedly saying, "Oh my God, does that mean Ricochet is on Monday Night Raw?" My nigga, he's been on Monday Night Raw for like 2 months. For like 2 months. Are you fucking kidding me? He's been on Raw for 2 months.
I want Michael Cole to just leave. I want him to go. I'm sick of his ass. Seriously. Sick of him.
So
time for him to be over.
I know you already said the writing on SmackDown was better. Who do you think got the better of the Superstar Shakeup?
Who got the better? To be honest, I feel like Raw got the better. But just with the writing on SmackDown and who they got there, they're good. It's at the end of the day, SmackDown's gonna come on top.
Always do.
Because what they didn't do with Elias on Raw, they're about to do it on SmackDown.
True.
As you can see right now, he's already in a big feud with Roman Reigns.
Right to the top.
And I feel like Elias. But Elias is good in the ring. Not only is he good in the ring, he's dope on the mic.
He's Macho Man's son.
He is.
That is who he is.
Yo, Macho Man went to a Hooters in '86 and just planted something real quick, and then you know what? That just burped the line.
JJ, I love you. This guy needs to come on more often.
He put it in the woman like playing the guitar on the stage.
He's like, Elizabeth, just need to tell you a little.
This is when they was having a little bit of issues back then. You know what I'm saying?
It was rocky. It was
rocky around that time.
If you saw the documentary.
If you seen Dark Side of the Ring,
you already know what we're talking about.
And we're gonna talk about that. Let's get the spotlight in the True Heel.
True Heel Maurice just wants to add, WWE is acting a lot like WCW in 2000.
Wait, Maurice. I'm sorry, but I said this back in November when they had a main event of Brothers of Destruction versus DX in Saudi Arabia. I said WWE is becoming WCW before our eyes.
That's probably what they wanted over there, man.
But
remember, they're not.
Yeah, they're not
in tune. They're not up to pace with what we're doing here.
I understand them wanting it, but you don't give them 27 minutes in the main event.
Right.
We're not gonna like it.
You don't. They didn't like it either.
They didn't love it.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
They didn't love it.
They didn't love it either.
Yo,
they cheered the beginning of it.
Yeah,
they gave this is awesome about 10 minutes in, but by the 20th minute, there was there was no reaction.
It was like a Japanese fan base over there. They're just cheering for everything, bro. They're cheering for.
But then it became what the American wrestling fans view the Japanese fans of. By the 20th minute, it became a crowd that was silent,
just watching.
They were asleep. Because they didn't clap at the end of the match, dude. They didn't clap for the.
No, the damn guys and couldn't clap because they were so damn tired.
Exactly. It's a 3 and a half.
Listen,
At least they get 3.5.
You had guys there that the average age was like 49. I mean, one more. Yeah, God bless him for going 27 minutes. I would have gave him 15.
Corner bicep. Poor guys. What do you think? What did you think, Miss Krssi Love, was the biggest move of the Superstar Shakeup? The one move that was the biggest.
I think the girls kind of were.
Just say it.
They didn't do the girls any justice. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
The girls.
So you didn't like the move of Kairi Sane going over to SmackDown or Bayley going over to
tag with someone else? To tag with someone else.
The Asian people got to stick together.
I mean, that's wonderful.
The anime experience.
I'm part Asian too, so let's,
So then the English woman is going to control them.
How about that?
Absolutely.
How about that?
The English woman.
I mean, they're not going to get a Japanese girl, someone that can interpret for them because they can't speak a lick of English.
Yeah.
So
we're
going to get the English girl to speak for them. She don't even understand what the hell they're saying.
Yes, she does.
Okay. But I think the girls got robbed on this one.
Nah, the
girls got robbed.
So you think the biggest move was the non-moves of the girls, of the women?
The way they shook it up, I mean, who the fuck wants to see Mickie James right now? I'll wait.
I mean, apparently not WWE because she hasn't been on the last 2 weeks.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
She was still part of the shakeup.
But she a part of the damn shakeup. Now, how about that? How you gonna move someone that we ain't seen in maybe like 4 months?
Oh, and as well, I forgot the last move of the Superstar Shakeup that was announced, I think, just 2 days ago online was the B team moving over to SmackDown. And Jinder Mahal, I think.
Jinder Mahal came on SmackDown.
Jinder Mahal in the same.
Yo, I feel bad for my brown brother, bro. I feel bad for Jinder Mahal, man.
You should feel bad for him.
I feel bad for my brother, man.
Does everyone in that chair like Jinder?
Yup. Apparently.
I feel bad.
But I think the girls really got robbed on this whole like shake up, like midget, like thing.
No, I'm
happy to see Amber Moon come over to SmackDown.
Yes,
she's back, beautiful. My girls.
Fire. That top rope.
Then they brought Alicia Fox back out of like rehab, which is like.
And she was drunk.
And mind you, I love Fox. I'm a Fox. You know, I dressed up like her.
And she was drunk in that match with Becky Lynch because that was the worst Becky Lynch match I've seen in quite some time.
This is the thing with some of these.
I don't get it.
Some of these women matches, I don't know if they don't know how to pair them up, but it just looks like an episode of Botchamania, bro.
Yeah. And it's like, give me someone credible to wrestle. Like, we all know Alicia Fox has been there for years. Is she the most credible wrestler? No,
not at all.
Not at all. But how would you dare put her with someone like Becky? Like, we can't get someone like Ruby. We got a whole list of girls.
I fucks with Ruby. Ruby's fire.
I'm mad Ruby is not the next in line really to go against Becky because her match with Ronda was trash.
Yeah.
They didn't even give her. She got squashed in like not even 5 minutes. Like, they made her look like trash. Yeah. And Ruby is not a trash wrestler. Ruby can wrestle her ass off, and they made her look like fucking kids.
And that match with Becky a couple of weeks ago made her look like trash too.
Can I post this question to you guys real quick?
By herself.
And then wait, hold on. Time. They broke up the Bride Squad.
Yep.
Throw it away. Just throw it away. Just throw it all away. Just throw it all away.
It don't need to make sense.
It don't make no sense. This is an actual group, an actual fraction, and you want to keep them and you break them apart. Like, what sense does that even make?
And
like,
you have no plans for them.
No, you're not even gonna use them. What is the point? You might as well just keep their asses together.
Definitely.
The fact that they have more plans.
That's how I said the girls. They got robbed. The girls were.
They got robbed.
They got robbed.
They have more plans for Porn Mustache Rude than they do.
Oh my! Robert.
You mean Silas, right?
Silas, Joey Ryan Young. Yes.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Let's hear from the spotlight in the True Heels.
All right, Chris Gutierrez says SmackDown won because they got the face of the company, which automatically makes it feel more important.
Hoo-wah! Yes, I agree.
I agree. That movie's about to come out now. So when The Rock comes on SmackDown, I'm just saying. Inquiring minds.
Gotta promote that Hobbs and Shaw.
Because they got
Sounds like Kofi's losing soon.
Oh,
big dog.
Yeah.
The big dog.
He can't get at least 6 months.
I think he's gonna get the title. He's gonna have the title until SummerSlam. He's gonna have a heel. There's gonna be a transitional champion. So then when they actually do go to Fox in October, that transitional champion is gonna hand it over to Reigns.
Yo, that's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be the premiere episode of SmackDown,
and there's gonna be Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns.
Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns wins. Not only does he win on the debut episode of SmackDown, he wins in the Cancer Awareness Month.
Oh shit! You know what? I hate to say it, but he makes sense. He always makes sense. I hate to say it. Every time, he always makes sense. Oh my god.
Did we just predict the next 4 to 5 months?
Yep, you should.
WWE TV right now?
Yep. Book it.
Book it.
Might as well because it's gonna sell.
Can we get jobs?
Yeah,
can
right?
we get jobs? Please?
Why not? Let's hear
Not for
anything
nothing.
else from the Spotlight or the True Hills.
Chris Gutierrez adds he feels bad for anyone who watches Jinder Mahal. WrestleMania Mahakaka.
Mahagaba. Yes, I agree.
A.K.A. Maharaja.
Not for nothing. I was looking forward to at least maybe 2-3 weeks of Kevin Owens being a part of them, but it was
cool. Yeah, it was
great.
cool.
It was great.
It reminded me with him with the Young Bucks when they did the Mount Rushmore thing.
Yeah. So what did you guys think?
I mean, in natural Kevin Owens, it's him. That's
He's a
what
heel.
he
That's what he does.
What did you guys
He
think
can
of
never
the
be.
heel turn? Did you think that it was too soon?
First of all, he's always been a heel. I don't understand what heel turn like.
Well, he was gonna transition into a face character. So to break down the little story here was basically, as we all know, Kofi Mania wasn't supposed to happen. So the plan was for that little period after Elimination Chamber was for Mustafa Ali to get a shot at the WWE title at Fastlane and Kevin Owens to verse Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship.
But
Kevin Owens representing the everyman, eating fast food, not being a vegan like Daniel Bryan. But because of Kofi Mania, because of what happened in the Gauntlet match and the Elimination Chamber, plans changed, and Kofi Kingston won the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. At WrestleMania, Daniel Bryan apparently has been injured, so SmackDown lost his top heel. In replacement of that top heel, they had to get a new top heel, and that new top heel is Kevin Owens, who turned heel on the New Day after joining the New Day last week as an honorary member and becoming the Big O. He turned on Kofi and Xavier this week on SmackDown with Big E out.
Pause. Quick question. How long we been saying that we need to have a hemp belt on WWE.com, and they finally put that on there? $400, people. $400.
Yeah, same as the other belts. Why not?
I know, but we can't get a little sale going on.
You gotta wait for one of those big pay-per-view moments where they be 30% off commemorative titles.
Right.
You know?
And man, does it look just like that shit that Daniel Bryan was wearing? It looks great.
I don't want that shit.
It looks fantastic.
It looks fantastic.
I'll get grandma to make it at home. I'll get the seashells from Coney Island. We good, bro. Nah.
Seashells and cardboard.
Hey, no! I guarantee somebody was going to bring their own.
I like hemp paper. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Hemp paper, why not? So let's get into our next top news topic where we talk about StarCast. All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing is basically a fan convention before that called StarCast. It's promoted by Conrad Thompson, the partner and co-host of Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. He put this whole fan convention together during All In weekend last year in Chicago, and he's bringing it to Las Vegas to the Caesar Palace. He had planned for The Undertaker to make a rare appearance at StarCast, as well as WWE Hall of Famer and recently retired Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. Both of those superstars this past week have been taken off of the StarCast schedule, basically. It's because WWE has pulled both superstars. WWE pulled The Undertaker first after The Undertaker signed a new deal with WWE, signing a new contract that prohibits outside bookings, even though this booking was signed before he signed the contract. Somehow, some way, WWE let Get Engaged, which is the promotion, the agency that promotes The Undertaker's outside bookings, they let him know that WWE won't let him do the StarCast appearance.
It's ridiculous.
They returned the deposit to Conrad Thompson that that was already given to the Undertaker.
Well, they get the money back.
Yes,
they said it will cover all damages.
Yeah,
Oh,
they said they would cover all damages.
That's when you mess with some good people that got some good coins right there.
There you
You
go.
breaking up contract just because.
Exactly.
Just because.
They also pulled WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. They Starrcast actually had a replacement of Mark Henry. That's not what Conrad wanted. Conrad went into detail on his podcast as well as a couple of other podcasts about what went down. Basically, he had first class accommodations for all the superstars. He had marketing done. Everything was already paid for. All the superstars got their deposits. These superstars were making outside booking ads on their social media.
Like
so they were
months,
open to everyone
years in
for
advance.
months. But it wasn't until Starrcast booked them that WWE decided to pull people. If you WWE defense attorneys don't think AEW is competition in WWE's eyes, WWE proved it this week. So what did you guys think about this news coming down about Kurt Angle and The Undertaker being pulled from Starrcast?
The WWE is like pimps, right? Like, you can't have my hoes. I'm going to keep my hoes on this side, and you can't just take them. You can't just use them whenever you want to. So they like the hoe, they like the pimp.
That's like kind of like what this guy was saying. The guy on HBO, Dan Oliver, that's his name?
Yeah.
How they're just...
Yes.
You know.
That was a great episode. Reminds me how funny and so correct he is. I forgot all about him. Yeah. But it just proves that we're not going to use them. We're going to just keep them to the side, but no one else can use them either. They can't get no money from no one else but here.
Yes.
Which is so messed up because we're all a wrestling community. Everyone's trying to eat. Everyone's trying to like give entertainment to all the fans, and they can't entertain and give the people what they want to see at these events because WWE is such jerks. Plain and simple.
Yeah, that's like everybody that's in the office. I mean, they're gonna make sure that they have their talent, and nobody can have that. And they said they were gonna give Conrad Thompson suitable replacements and all this other stuff.
Who?
I mean, I don't know. Now it's
he asked for the people that were suitable replacement. Hunter, Vince, Stephanie, Shawn Michaels.
That would have been.
They're not coming.
And then they all denied it. They all denied it. And now they're saying they're going to have...
No, they didn't even... Vince, Stephanie, and Hunter didn't even deny it. They told them no one from the WWE main active roster.
Yeah, anybody that's contracted.
Then he said Shawn Michaels. And then he was like, oh, Shawn, no. Shawn can't do it either.
Shawn ain't going nowhere.
But Shawn declined it himself.
No. WWE first declined it. Then Shawn came out and said that. Like, WWE... I understand people want to believe everything that's said on social media, but a lot of times WWE says something, then the superstar says something, and I'm just looking at it like, no, you're saying that because WWE told you to say that.
Do you think it's just protecting the business itself?
No, because I feel like if anyone, I do agree with you that Shawn Michaels would agree with the WWE's decision for this, because I don't really, and I'm a Shawn Michaels fan, I don't really think Shawn Michaels is for the fans. Yeah. Seeing him at different meet and greets and how he reacts to the fans, I don't think he realizes that the like Kurt Angle and Undertaker being pulled from Starrcast more than anybody. It doesn't really hurt Angle. It doesn't really hurt Taker. It hurts the fans. Okay. Like these fans that bought tickets for Starrcast that were just really going to Starrcast
just to see Undertaker.
And it's the fact that now we are coming to the realization. Like I heard it on Wrestling Observer Radio as well. Dave Meltzer said it. We're getting to the point where Undertaker's getting very old, and they're not really using him for like the wrestling part, and he knows that part is it's winding down. It's been done. It's been done, but it's winding down for him. And the WWE is not going to allow him to tell the stories that us wrestling fans want to hear from the Undertaker.
He know a lot of stories.
Unless it has a WWE imprint on it.
And what we're getting when it's through the WWE filter is not the Undertaker's true story.
It's gonna be clean cut.
It's gonna be whatever the story WWE wants to put out there.
Yeah, like, exactly.
I tell everybody about the Monday Night Wars. Watch other documentaries about the Monday Night Wars, not the ones that are on the WWE Network.
Exactly.
Because it promotes the WWE as the good guy. Yep. And the WWE wasn't always the good guy against WCW.
No, of course not.
But that's the story that WWE wants to present. Like when WWE does stories about the Montreal Screwjob, they are horrible. And we're going to talk about Dark because I'm not a fan of that. Yes. I'll put that out there right now.
So would you think that they was lying?
We're going to get into that in a little bit. Okay. But I would just say that
I feel like I learned a lot more about this truth. I'm just going to say that.
No, but
I was just like, I was like, wow. Like, I was like eating it up.
That's
I was
my point. That's my point. Like, Dark Side of the Ring, like, for fans that don't know too much about Montreal Screwjob, that's a better representation of the Montreal Screwjob than anything WWE has.
Oh yeah, I truly agree with that.
It's such a lie.
Presents itself as the good guy against Bret Hart, the guy who was against tradition, who was against everything, and doesn't really tell us that Shawn Michaels was a dick to Bret Hart.
First of all, Shawn Michaels has said he was an asshole back then. He was going through drugs. He was alcohol. He was doing alcohol. You could see me going back and watching all that stuff that when we were younger we didn't really understand.
Yeah.
He was an asshole. He was drunk. He was high. Like, he was high, like, on some, like, high shit. Like, he was on some, like, next level. Like, and you know what? They wasn't even smoking. They was doing, like, pills.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he was City College high.
They was doing pills. Like, who the fuck does pills and drink and shit? Like, they do.
Yeah.
Get hot. They do. So, when you watch him, you see him walk to the ring with China and Triple H, that nigga was high.
Oh, you see those faces he would make?
Yes!
That's high. That's high. Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. He said.
Duck face before the duck face. He had that going.
He was the originator.
He was.
People thought it was Chris Jericho, but it was Shawn.
No, it was crazy. Like, Chris Jericho was another different story, but Shawn Michaels was an asshole, and I still love him. I still love him.
Well.
I love him from all of that, but he said it himself. He was going through a hard time. He was doing a lot of alcohol. He said it out of his mouth. So if y'all don't believe that, then I mean, he was so hard to work with. No one wanted to work with him. But he got his way because he was that guy.
Yeah.
Because he performed his ass off, whether you liked it or not, high or not. He performed his ass off.
Definitely.
So with that being said,
I give him that.
he performed whether you like it or not.
He was one of the best ever. We can't deny Shawn Michaels. But talking about StarCast, they got Mark Henry as a replacement. They also just announced Bret Hart and Tom McGee will have their reunion. They have a very famous match that Uncle Dave Meltzer calls one of the greatest professional wrestling matches ever. That's gonna air. It's gonna air live at StarCast, and Bret and Tom McGee are gonna basically review it while watching the match. So that's gonna be a great experience for the fans. And the legend Kenta Kobashi will be at StarCast.
That's
the legendary Japanese wrestler, Japanese icon. Kenta Kobashi is going to be live at StarCast, so you can check that out. Let's hear from the Spotlight in the True Hills before we move on.
Top guy JJ from across the pond.
Hey!
Cheers to you, boo! I got one for you.
Top guy.
He wants to say that Avengers was fucking amazing.
Really?
And that he fucking hates WWE. They are fucking jerks for pulling Taker and Angle. He misses you, Krssi. Rey Mysterio, you alright. You can go to hell.
Thank you for using Sami Zayn's great catchphrase.
Oh,
How about Sami Zayn now?
I need Sami Zayn to make up real postcards, like go to hell postcards.
That'd be awesome.
With him in the hammock, with the
Not for nothing.
show.
Isn't Sami Zayn now like the best at what he does or do now than before he left? Before he was injured,
He's the best heel on Monday Night Raw right now.
Definitely, they need to use that.
Yeah,
they need to use that.
I'm
just keeping an open eye.
Yeah, I'm very tentative. Like I don't know what they're gonna do here. But
I'm saying they're not.
I'm gonna stay optimistic about it.
Sure.
And we're gonna talk.
They'll mess it up like they usually
Let
do.
them steal the Money in the Bank briefcase.
There you go. I like that.
What? Book us! I'm available. I'm just saying. I will drive to Connecticut.
I'm a school teacher, but I'm still available.
You're looking
I have the summers off, so I could come over there in the summer and work with you guys.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
We're here.
You need them in the summertime.
Yes.
Why not?
We can set the story for to December. We can write it all up.
Yeah.
We got it.
Following up from StarCast, just announced as well for All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing. Finally, Cody's opponent has been announced, and he's going to be versing his brother Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes has been released from his WWE contract, his contract was expired, whichever report you want to believe. But now he's going to be versing Cody on May 25th, brother versus brother at Double or Nothing. What did you guys think of that announcement and the video that was shown, Nathan?
All right, so the first thing I want to say is that WWE fucked up because they had this already.
Yes.
Especially when they had that feud with the Shield and they actually got the tag team titles off of the Shield. from then on, they could have had them, go at each other and then had a crazy WrestleMania match between the both of them. Because Dustin was about 5-6 years younger, and Cody was in his, Cody's still in his prime. He's still in his prime.
He was younger, yes.
Yeah, he was younger. Would have been in a phenomenal match. Right now, I'm very hyped for the match, but also worried at the same time. Because Cody's coming off a major knee surgery. So is Dustin. And can they really?
He ain't even wrestling.
Can they really? I mean, the years.
He's wrestling for years.
I bet he's been wrestling for years, but like
yeah, he probably just let it go. Like, I don't need that right now.
Let me just keep on going. Putting a Band-Aid on it. Yeah, you're right.
So right now,
so it got really bad.
Can they really give us the match that we could have had 5-6 years ago?
Ooh.
I mean, I believe in Dustin as a worker and his psychology was more than anything. So I feel psychology wise, it's gonna be a good match. And psychology wise, yes.
You think, no, I don't think that's the right one. Okay.
Well, okay. they're gonna know how to work the match to the best of their ability, and Dustin's gonna know how to work with Cody and his limited abilities, in my opinion.
Okay. I'm really hyped for the match.
No. I love the video. Dustin cut a great promo.
He's always cut great promos though, and that. WWE
he does the Jake Roberts thing though. Yeah, like he'll speak really slow and then really calm with a calm, soothing voice and look at the camera, make you want it like, oh shit, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
And that was the most dangerous he's looked in years.
That's beautiful.
He looked like Psycho.
Exactly.
I love it.
And I don't agree with the people that are like, oh, this feels rushed. I wish there was more build up.
How?
That one little video was better build up than any build up that I've seen from.
It told you everything.
And what was that? 10? Not even 10 minutes.
Like about 6. Was it 10? I don't even know.
Not even.
But
like less than.
It told you
10.
everything. The whole history between him and his little brother.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
So people need to get ready. I feel like that's going to be a very good match for Double or Nothing. But let's get into another main topic. A WWE Superstars asking for releases. So recently we had Luke Harper.
Hold on, you guys threw papers. I gotta throw papers.
Luke Harper was the latest WWE superstar to ask for his WWE release. He asked for his release. He put out a whole social media post basically expressing how he was happy to be granted his release, that he thanked WWE for his years of contribution. And this week it was told that WWE added 6 more months to his contract, and his contract will not expire till 2020.
Yeah, around WrestleMania 36.
Those bastards.
Yo, them motherfuckers got money, bro. Yo, I'm gonna give you 6 months to stay at home.
6 months to do nothing.
But wait, do you think that they're gonna make him do nothing? Because supposedly, his first feud coming back was supposed to be with Sami Zayn.
What? Why?
That wouldn't make
any sense.
It doesn't make sense to us now because we didn't get any build up towards it because he's not there. And he didn't want to be there.
I'm pretty sure, though, even if it happened, we would still be saying, that doesn't make any sense. I have no faith in WWE to make sense of that. No, but this actually follows up with Dean Ambrose and Dean Ambrose's final days with WWE. So what was your reaction to the social media posts and Luke Harper now being back on with WWE?
Just want to say I'm very sad for Luke Harper leaving. I really like.
Well, he's not leaving now.
Well, he's not leaving, but he's not going to be on TV.
He's not going to be on TV, but you were sad to hear that he wants to be leave.
Yeah,
you want to leave.
It's like, damn. I'm like, I remember when he had that little short run with the Intercontinental title. It was dope. He had that crazy ladder match with Dolph Ziggler for the title. It was awesome. I felt like they could have done a lot more with him. But with your question on who I think might leave next, I mean, I think it's written on the wall already. The Good Brothers.
Oh, well, we know the Good Brothers are leaving. Their contract is expiring.
Everybody.
I was just really asking what was your reaction to that to Luke Harper coming back on, to being his contract being extended, that he's basically a prisoner in his WWE contract.
He can't buy it out. Yeah.
What Neville did, he probably kept on working out, kept on training, and waiting for that contract to expire in order to do what he had to do. And Luke Harper has to do just that. Just not sit at home and just be a fucking couch potato, be a dad. Yeah, I know you gotta be a dad, but you know what? You gotta make yourself ready. You gotta make sure that you're ready. As soon as that contract is up, whoever calls you for whatever event during that time, which is WrestleMania weekend, which is like multitude of events going on at the same time, just be ready for it.
My question: do they get paid like every 2 weeks? Like they get paid on the 15th and the 30th? Like how do I get my how do I pay my bills? Like I got a contract. Do I get paid? Like I got a stipend every month since I'm at home. You just extended my contract now. Do I get this? When do I expect my check? Do I get on like the Social Security? I get on the 1st. How do I get my checks?
I think it's every month. I think it's every month. I think it was every month.
I want to know how you break down that. How do they get their paper? I have to stay home now. When should I expect to pay my mortgage? Those things. These things inquiring minds want to know. I mean, I felt bad that when he originally said he wanted to leave, I was like, look, another one has fell through the cracks because they don't want to even be there, and they're not even there.
It's sad. I mean, this follows with Ty Dillinger being granted his release.
Yep.
The Revival and Sasha Banks going online and expressing their frustrations with WWE.
Sasha did it wrong though.
Well, Sasha. I mean, these guys are all doing it wrong.
The anger was talking for them at the time.
You sign a contract. Just wait out your contract.
Exactly.
There's no reason to be complaining on social media.
And mind you, you're not at work, but you're still getting paid. I'm staying at home. Like I'm chilling. Like I'm going on vacation. I'm doing all that stuff. Tell me I ain't got to come to work.
Neville didn't go on social media.
Tell me I ain't got to come to work. You going to pay me anyway?
He stayed in shape, and now he's one of the biggest draws in wrestling. And he just signed a big contract with All Elite Wrestling. You guys are all doing it wrong.
The reason why I said Sasha did it wrong because supposedly the year before she signed a multi-year contract.
Yeah, that's
so then why are you gonna say you're leaving now? You can't do anything for the next 3 years.
What I don't understand is like you have a person that already works with the company. How you gonna make me look bad? Because I gotta work. I gotta make everyone's outfits and whatnot. Yeah. And you upset. You making me look bad too. Like you're not a part of the team. You're not a team player.
That's why he had.
You're not shooting in the gym with us.
That's
like
why
hello.
he had to put up that tweet, that emotional tweet that JJ recited for us.
Exactly. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like you making us all look like. We all need that. Like,
everybody gonna be like, I don't need an outfit from you now. I'm good.
I'm getting my own outfits from her.
You sure? Look what I'm doing right here.
Right.
Look
He's
what I'm doing.
Up, down champion.
Hey, I saw that. Yep.
You guys should respect him for that.
We should, but right now, Sasha's not making him look good.
Nah,
where do you guys think Dean Ambrose is going to end up? A lot of people have been reporting that he's going to be retired. That WWE believes he's retiring from the wrestling business altogether. But where do you think he's going to wind up?
Well, I just think that with the way they've been, exploiting it like since January, like, oh, he's not going to be coming back after WrestleMania.
How about that? That's some, some disrespectful foolishness.
Well, the only thing I thought to me, I was like, all right, he's going to take some time off. Then he'll probably be like a guest participant in the fucking Royal Rumble and then come back to the WWE. I feel like he's not going anywhere. Yeah. I feel like he's not going anywhere. Do you think he's going to be
like Natty's husband and work behind the scenes as a producer?
I feel like he doesn't want nothing to do with the industry in a whole at the moment.
I mean, I can see him taking a break, but I just don't see how or why he would stay at home or be done with the business when he could make millions of dollars on a yearly basis. Like,
obviously,
you're leaving.
No,
I get money. Money's not an option, but you can do what you love. He obviously loves the wrestling business, and you can do what you love and make the most money that you possibly can make without being killed. Your passion, your creativity, and everything else being killed in the WWE. It's now more than ever that you can make money outside the WWE and still do what you love. So I personally think that he should work outside the WWE, whether that's with All Elite Wrestling, or Impact. Progress, not Progress because we all know that's WWE's little bitch. Yeah. But any of these promotions, MLW, he just needs to go out there and really do what he loves without getting his passion and his creativity killed like it was in WWE.
I mean, I would love if he would have went to Impact. I would love to see a match with him and Sami Callihan.
Oh, absolutely. The promos alone.
Yeah, would have been phenomenal.
It's gonna be great. Let's hear from the spotlight in the True Heels.
Top guy JJ is on a storm. Dean Ambrose needs to stay home, but he'll end up back in WWE.
Why? Because his wife's still there?
Yeah, makes sense.
Probably.
He also says that Luke Harper will join the Firefly Funhouse.
Child, listen. Let me tell you. You know what? We didn't even get to that part.
Let's get into that. Let's get into that. Let's get into the Bray Wyatt's newest character, the Firefly Funhouse.
I love it.
Part Steve from Blue's Clues, part creepy Mr. Rogers. What was your reaction?
Pee Wee Herman.
What was you guys' reaction to the Firefly Funhouse?
My boy SM2 said it best. He's like, it's a mixture of Freddy Krueger and Mr. Rogers. Like, he'll bring you in being all nice, but it's still fucking creepy as shit. Yeah. And I love that. I love it because it's something different. He had to get out of that same Bray Wyatt character because obviously WWE wasn't really doing anything with it.
They went
so far left with that match with Randy Orton where there was like, you know, maggots in the ring and that shit was fucking ridiculous. It was corny. Now with this is something that he could build on his own. Like, it kind of reminds me of when Matt Hardy first started the Broken gimmick and nobody got it. Everybody's like, what is this shit? This shit is creepy.
But the match with him in the Walk of Matt Hardy was good. You didn't like that?
Yeah. No, I liked it.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is that when Matt Hardy first came out,
okay.
Everybody was skeptical about it. Nobody really wanted to embrace it until he kept going with it, kept putting in these other little elements towards it and made it what it was at the end. And I feel like that's what Bray Wyatt is going to do with this character. And it still has little hints of the old Bray Wyatt, especially with the puppets. You got the little witch, Abby. Obviously, Sister Abigail. Mm-hmm. Then you have the little buzzard, Mercy. Obviously, it's where he got the inspiration of the character from Waylon Mercy.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's gonna click. It's gonna click. I mean, it has like over 1 million views on YouTube already. It's gonna click.
All right, you've made me optimistic now.
I'm telling you.
Because I didn't like it. I was like, what the?
Initial reaction?
I was like, what the hell is this? Sitting there, I was like, is he all right? He's not.
He's talking to himself.
He looks great. I was like, look at him. He got new tattoos. He looks wonderful. He's great. He's ready he came back after his injury. He's good. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
He had
like,
skinny jeans on.
He had on skinny jeans. Like, I was like,
homie lost like a good 30, 40 pounds.
He lost like.
And he
looked tall. I guess losing weight, you look taller. Like, his hair's all. He's blonde now. It's like, oh, this new baby and this new attitude is like done change everything. Let's not forget that.
New baby, new him.
Exactly.
Yo, but listen, with JoJo, come on now. It's gonna be a new him, baby.
Yeah, man.
I'm just mad that they replaced her with another guy. We couldn't get another girl. Take the girl from NXT and put her over there. Give my girls a chance.
She's not as good as the guy, as Hamilton.
You think so?
Hamilton, he announces Shane McMahon with such expertise.
Yes.
The man on SmackDown does it better.
That's Hamilton.
No, he's not on.
Oh, that's not the same guy.
That's not the same. It's two different guys.
Yeah. It's Jim Rome, right? What's his name?
Yeah,
Jim Rome's from ESPN. What am I talking about?
No, but it's two different guys.
Mike Rome. There we go.
So get it together.
Well, he was the original guy on NXT. He used to do the announcing for NXT.
Yes.
So it's level. She was behind him. How's she going to skip her? Because she's a woman. Oh, because she's a woman, she's got to replace the other. That's sexist.
That's not sexist. You got one guy on SmackDown, one girl on Raw. We can't keep it the same thing.
We don't promote the seniority and the one that's better. We promote the one who's the sex of the one that we're trying to replace.
Yes.
That's sexist.
How is that? Why? We have a guy already. Have one girl.
Yo,
get more guy commentators at the back.
This is the exact thing that women have complained about for years in the workplace. About men being promoted because they're men. And you're literally saying that WWE should have promoted a woman because she's a woman.
Yeah. So?
Awful. And you disrespect our Lord and Savior for putting women in the main event of WrestleMania? And how dare you?
Who is she again? Who's the Lord and Savior?
Our Lord and Savior, Ronda Rousey. Let's hear from the spotlight and the Julia.
Lord and Savior, foolishness.
JJ says, Rey Mysterio, you're so optimistic. But guys, it's WWE creating a gimmick. Let's keep it a buck. Regarding
what is he talking about?
I have no faith. I agree. For once, I agree with Top Guy JJ. I have no faith in WWE because if you were an honest, logical wrestling fan, you have been trained to not have faith in WWE. But I do have faith in Bray Wyatt, and I do have faith in his ability to get this character.
Because he's a great wrestler.
I love that. I loved it because Bray Wyatt, as the character he was before, was never going to work again. It was never going to work.
It was getting flat.
They killed it dead. No, it wasn't even getting flat. It was flat and it was dead in the water since that maggot thing at WrestleMania 33. That killed it dead. And we needed something different. And
so you didn't like it with
this was different.
Exactly.
And the fact that a lot of people, you need to watch it multiple times because there was little things like the hurt and heal gloves, and then he listens to the hurt glove before he uses the chainsaw. Like there was crazy. There was little subtle things. Like there was so
foreshadowing it. It was foreshadowed.
No, there was so much attention to detail that I didn't know that it was WWE. I was like, wait, this was very well written. Yeah. I was like, was this written by WWE?
Probably not.
I was like, I feel like Bray Wyatt has
been doing it. Yeah.
And that's why
they gave him like a little bit of that creative ability to let's run with this. Like, let me do this. I got this. Let me try and run with it. Let's see how it's gonna work. Let's see how the fans take it. And if they don't take it, then we'll just scratch it off.
There you go.
Give me a chance. Maybe. So I'll give him that.
One more thing from the spotlight in the True Hill.
James McCrossan III's pining about the good old days. He's been watching WWE since '98, and man, times have changed. We went from Stone Cold giving beer baths to Bray Wyatt Blues Clues segments.
It is a Blues Clues segment.
It's all about evolution, and you gotta realize we are such a sensitive world now. That Bray Wyatt segment offended more people than Stone Cold beer bath in 1998.
But we can't have beer baths no more.
No, we can't.
It's a different time.
Apparently,
it's a different time.
It's a different time, a different era. But the Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse got stockholders and investors upset to the point that they try to change it. They're like, no, we got this because it's Bray Wyatt trying to reel kids in. They realize how creepy it is. Like this is genius. People have faith.
I'm optimistic.
Don't be optimistic in WWE because if I taught y'all anything on True Hill Heat, I've taught y'all not to be.
I told Wilkins what Tuesday. I was like, I hate it. I don't like it. He's like, no, you got to be more open minded. I was like, nope, I don't want to do it. Nope. He said, no, you got to just be patient. I love it. It's good. I was like.
Krssi has learned well not to be optimistic in WWE, but I'm going to be optimistic in Bray Wyatt, and that Bray Wyatt has a hand in this.
I'm going to have faith in it.
Okay, I'm going to be just like you two and Wilkins. I'm going to be more clear mind and optimistic and see what more he gives us. I'm gonna have a what's the gender thing?
Usa.
Shanti. I'll be more like that.
There you go.
So the last thing we're gonna touch on for top news is ROH and the Big Cass and Enzo versus ROH versus New Japan and the internal problems in ROH.
Now you guys were there, right?
Yes.
Did you? Okay, I don't know if you guys touched base on this last week. Did you guys feel that Enzo and Cass was a work, or was it just something that was happening and they were just there because they had tickets and they were just being assholes like they usually are?
We got into it a little bit more on the Bullet Club Block Party when we did True Hill Heat, but we touched on it a little bit more on the last True Hill Heat. But it was a work. It's not even a question anymore. It was a work, but it didn't go down the way everyone thought it was going to go down. They are apparently the story was that ROH thought that the right move was for them to basically have Enzo basically playing off of what happened at Survivor Series push Mark Briscoe from behind the barricade, and then the security would just separate them. Therefore, it would look more real. The fact that Enzo came over the barricade, that Cass went over the barricade, they got into the whole little tussle with Bully Ray and Briscoe's, made it a work. It made it plain as day that it was a work to everybody. So to go into more details, basically ROH shit the bed at G1 Supercard. No better way to say
exactly
it.
What they did.
But more information has been released. Apparently, Danny Cage of Monster Factory was brought into the company back in December to help out with talent development and everything. He has already left due to issues on production.
Wow.
His role will be filled by Joey Mercury, if you remember him from Eminem fame.
Yes.
Who along with
security.
Yes. AJ, yes, absolutely. Along with Bully Ray, who has been gaining more significant influence in ROH. Apparently, those two are apparently the ones that were behind pushing for Velvet Sky and Angelina Love coming into the company, as well as Enzo and Big Cass. Apparently this week, Enzo and Big Cass information has come out that they haven't even signed for ROH, that there's no plans to even bring them in the company. But this same week, Enzo and Cass have started an online little promo battle with the Briscoes and the Gorillas of Destiny, more importantly, Tama Tonga. So what have you guys thought about everything going on in ROH, as well as this whole Big Cass, Enzo?
Well, you're our guest.
Well, Enzo and Cass don't want it with King Haku. That's all I gotta say. And besides that,
his sexy self, with his sexy behind. But I was like, he's lucky I wasn't at that Bullet Club block party. Hello.
Besides that, I mean, this is bringing more eyes to the ROH product, which all the eyes are like
all over
They were leaving after the Young Bucks, Adam Page, and what's his name, Cody, Kenny, all of them left. Everybody looked at ROH, but like, yo, they're dead. They're dead.
They're done.
But if you think about it, within history, a lot of good talent has left ROH, and they still kept on, having great performances within their talent, great shows. But this right now, especially what they did, where they didn't even smarten up the boys to what was going on, I'm gonna say this: fuck ROH.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say it like that. If you wanted, this could have been something right now. Even though Enzo and Cass are not great talents in the word, they could draw money. Regardless, they're not talking shit. They could draw money.
They draw people.
Which brings in the money. You know what I'm saying? That could have been something for the company that could have catapulted them a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, all right, not too much. But then you could have had a triple threat tag match between them, the Briscoes, and God. Let them get fucked up in the match. All good.
They don't care.
They gonna get a check. They don't give a shit.
I'm saying Enzo need the check, so he don't care.
Because to be honest, a couple of good lumps at G1 Supercard.
There you go. Yeah, he got a couple of lumps there, and he came back like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, this guy doesn't care.
He doesn't. He really doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit.
And then God to me is top 5 tag team right now. So look at the belt collector right now, G.
He is.
He's rolling around.
He is.
Them niggas got swag, bro. Tama. Shout out to Tama Tonga. Oh, yes, there you go.
Tama Tonga, my boy. If you saw our interview with Tama
Tonga.
That
was fire, bro.
Thank you.
Fire, man.
We appreciate you, Tama, so we're rooting for you.
Definitely.
His promos are long. He's like, got time for this shit.
Like, you saw him on Instagram.
You've been talking all this stuff, and you still have not even answered me.
Yeah,
he's like it's daylight out here now.
Right.
He's talking. He's like, don't need to ask and say who said what. It was me.
I
don't want you.
Yeah.
I don't want you here. So what do you guys think about Joey Mercury and Bully Ray getting more influence? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, what they just did right now, strike one.
Yeah.
Strike one. That what they just did, like I just said, they didn't smarten up the boys into what was going down, and some people could have really got hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know this is wrestling. Sometimes stuff happens, but somebody could have really got hurt. There could have been a lawsuit, and then what's going to happen with the company after that?
True.
Smarten up the boys. Let them know what's going down. You're working with another company. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How's that company feeling now? Like, oh, these niggas couldn't even tell me what was going down. Yeah. All right, don't tell them, but you can't tell me.
Yeah. When a time when things were already shaky due to All Elite Wrestling, this was not a good time.
This is not a good time to do something like that.
And
loyalty, they're questioning everyone right now. It was
like a reverse screw job. I don't even know how to call it.
So with Bully Ray and Joey Mercury getting more influence, apparently the Lizard Man, who I've been against for a couple of months, if you remember on True Hill Heat, one of our segments in the past, Delirious is gaining less influence. Yeah. So with all these problems backstage, do you see ROH basically becoming the new TNA? Krssi Love.
Maybe, I don't know. They got it depends. It's like
you look like an emoji right now.
Yeah, depends. I'm like them. I'm like, I don't know. I'm on the fence. Like, really, I don't know.
Yeah, you can't even call it right now.
You can't even call it. It's like it's just It's like it's in anyone's hands, really. To be honest, like you really couldn't. They could either drop the ball, or they could just run with it. Yeah. And I don't even know if they know what to do right now.
And I feel like it's too early to call it,
right?
Because ROH, to be honest, hasn't been on a TNA level. Like I feel like they're above TNA.
Yeah.
So just what they did set them back dramatically, but they could also learn from that and keep it moving.
Right.
This is true.
They can grow from it. Yeah, make it better. Yes.
So you're
Better
positive for Enzo and Cass and ROH. How about you? Positive? Negative?
Still on the fence. Like, it was something for everyone to get entertained, but like he said, someone really could have got hurt. Let these guys know that, hey, we're going to have someone. They didn't even have to say who it was. We're going to have someone just come in and, like, mess it up.
Yeah.
Just give me like a heads up. You didn't even have to tell me who it was. You know
One thing that I really hated, bro, they took away the spotlight from God.
Yeah.
From that win.
Yeah.
You know, this is a place, Madison Square Garden.
The Mecca.
The Mecca.
Just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where their dad had championship matches. Being a tag team with Andre the Giant. They were tag team champions in WWF.
Yep.
Before, whatever, WWE, whatever the fuck.
Yep.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, what that would have meant to them. I mean, I'm not in the circle with them, but I feel like that would have meant something to them. You know, holding the titles up in Madison Square Garden with the lights and everything, Some flash shit right there.
It took something from all those guys in that match, and it also took something from the next match with Sabre Jr. and Tanahashi, which was a really good match.
Amazing
that
match.
people really weren't paying attention to because they were still recovering from that going down. Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels. We're going to talk about the last two things, good news and bad news. Bad news is Nia Jax is having surgery.
She had it already.
Praise up.
And AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins is official for Money in the Bank.
That's going to be a great match.
It's going to be great.
If they do it proper, it will be a great match. That's what I said. If.
Big if.
Remember, they can drop the ball.
I feel like it's going to be 3 matches. It's going to be a collective match
series.
Yeah. Okay, I can dig it.
There are 2 guys that will go to Saudi
I just hope
Arabia at least. What? We going to Saudi in June. Sweet Saudi money.
When are they going in June now?
June 7th, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I'll still be in the country. Damn it.
Go watch the Saudi Arabia show.
I mean,
that blood money, baby.
Like I said, I hope it's not like a Shinsuke thing where, that thing all happens. But I feel like it could be a great match.
Yeah, definitely.
Because AJ is good, Seth is good. They're still good. They still can put on a good...
Definitely.
This is one of the rare dream matches for wrestling fans, and I think if they get 20 minutes or more, they're going to... And it's a clean finish, they're going to definitely have a great match. Even if they get 20 minutes and it's great wrestling and we get someone cashing in Money in the Bank, it's still going to be a great match.
Yeah, so that's good,
All that potential is there.
Awesome.
What we've missed, we haven't had True Hill Heat in a couple of weeks, so we missed a couple of things. New Japan Sengoku Lord was a New Japan C-level show that happened last week on 420. The main event was Kota Ibushi successfully defending the IWGP Intercontinental Championship against Zack Sabre Jr.
Great match.
You watched it?
Oh, man, great match.
What did you think?
Yo, Zack Sabre Jr. is fucking phenomenal, bro.
He's the best submission guy I've ever seen.
How he could turn one hold into like 3.
Yes.
That shit just blows my mind all the time.
I said it on one of the True Hill Heats of the past. He said his submissions are like Pokemon.
Yeah.
They start off like Bulbasaur. They transform. They evolve. It just keeps going. Charmander, Charizard.
It's like going around with like the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, it really is
like
so you get all the colors.
Yeah.
It really is like that. It's amazing the way he wrestles. And Kota Ibushi, I feel like this match represented him like really becoming one of those top guys in New Japan.
Definitely.
Joining Tanahashi, joining Okada, joining Naito, and even Jay White, who's one of those top guys as well now. Kota Ibushi has joined that main eventing this show. After the match, Tetsuya Naito came out and challenged him to a rematch for the Intercontinental title. So we have a third Naito versus Ibushi match to look forward to this year.
Lovely.
That's Krssi Love's match that she predicted for G1 Supercard, so you're going to get some more of that.
Awesome.
Juice Robinson successfully defended the United States Championship against Bad Luck Fale, and Suzuki and Jushin Thunder Liger heated up their rivalry, so they're going to be having a match in the next couple of months as Liger winds down his career.
Can't wait for that.
It's going to be awesome. Match of the night was, of course, Ibushi versus Sabre, and the MVP, like I said before, was Ibushi. But let's talk about the Dark Side of the Ring documentaries. So,
watch each episode 4 times. I'll be honest. Each episode I watched it 4 times.
Which one is your favorite?
Oh, man, look.
I
love Macho Man.
Me too.
I love it.
I feel like they haven't told the whole story still. I feel like they gave us half.
The best one was the Brody.
Thank you.
Bruiser Brody.
That 100%, the Bruiser Brody.
And I caught half of that one, and it was good.
Oh my God! I've never learned so much
about
how the wrestling business can be so crazy, dark, dangerous.
And people still lying. People still lying about this. Like you don't even know who's telling the truth. They still lying.
Literally, they showed that video from Carlos Colon. That Carlos Colon video was just a couple of years ago. Yeah. That was after he was in the Hall of Fame.
That got me thinking different about the whole Colon family. Like, I was a real Carlito fan.
Yeah.
And right now I'm just like, my man, that's your pops?
There's actually been there's actually been fans online.
Like you knew something was going. Yeah, you didn't do nothing. You didn't stop it. You knew something happened. He's a liar. He's a liar.
There's fans online that's saying they don't want him in the Hall of Fame anymore now.
Yo.
Of course not. Go, you got this other dude who stabbed Brosy over here at kids' parties. Like, hey, I'm out here. What's up? You want a picture? Come on.
How about
doesn't cost anything. They paid me already.
Yep.
The star of that Brody one though, Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas. Tony American Atlas.
100%.
What he said? He's like, wide at the shoulders, slim at the hips.
Slim at the shoulders. I was like, yo.
But
Tony Atlas is like every black uncle that's drunk at the family reunion. That
came from down south.
At the barbecue.
At the cookout.
He drove in on his 78 Impala.
Like, he can't wait.
It's not even clean. It's not even clean.
He can't wait for this get together. He's been waiting to see everybody. Yep.
He's like, how y'all doing? Yeah. So
how you doing, baby?
It is Uncle Ad. This is Uncle Ad over here.
Uncle Ad out here.
Yo. But watching these documentaries just makes me just like love wrestling even fucking more.
Hell yeah.
Because you just see they're real people, of course, but like you see the grittiness, like fucking Jim Cornette. What's the other guy name from
Vic Russo?
Yo, when I was like,
Russo,
oh my God. So like we just
said that
First of all, I'm in a bubble. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Let it out.
I was like, wait, Vince Russo was that nigga that was on WCW. I was like, wait, he was a fucking writer at WWE. I was like, wait, where the fuck was I at?
Yo, he was some of the flyest shit for WWE.
Yo, I did not know. Like, I was like, wait, I was this old when this happened, but I'm like, wait.
You've been looking at things through the WWE network.
But the thing is because we were.
I was so mad at myself that I did not know this information.
It's because when we were young, we didn't even really look into all that.
Right.
I used to get the WWF magazines at home, and I'm like, who the fuck is Vic Venom? What is he talking about? Right. Brett's not going anywhere. This guy's lying to me. Throw it out the window. A little month later. He said it too.
Yo, I swear, somebody is lying. I don't know. I kind of think.
Oh, wait. Okay. I will say, like we said, Brody one was the best one.
Yes.
In my opinion, the worst one was the Montreal Screwjob.
You think that was the worst one?
I'm sorry.
No, I think they did the Macho Man Brawl.
The best documentary you will ever see about the Montreal Screwjob is Wrestling with Shadows.
Yes.
Wrestling with Shadows is point.
I'll find it. I'm gonna watch it.
Finding out about the Montreal.
Is that the one that was already recording it at the time?
Yes,
okay,
that was what they talked about in that documentary. And that's the best one. And literally, I learned nothing new outside of Hebner's outlook of it. Because if you believe
I didn't know about Cornette.
If you believe
that's what I'm saying. Like,
no. Because this is what I'm saying. If you believe anything Cornette and Russo are saying, it's just for the pure entertainment of them both lying at the same time. Because literally, in Wrestling for Shadows, Bret Hart admits that on the phone, when they said that Vince was on the phone, Vince came up with that finish with the sharp. Shawn's gonna put you in the sharpshooter, you reverse it, and then that's when everybody runs in.
Okay.
He said that on Wrestling for Shadow. So that whole shit about I came up with this. Cornette.
Cornette probably gave him the idea. He has a museum in his house.
But this was just it was literally the.
That's what I'm saying.
No, Vince Russo, you look at him and be like,
he looks like an asshole and a scumbag.
And then he's one of these white boys from Brooklyn. You can't trust the motherfuckers, bro. I'm sorry if anybody out there is white from Brooklyn, but some of y'all I cannot trust. You guys that's all I'm saying. But anyways. So let me just be out here by myself. I'm over here with just two pieces of paper.
Meaning that. we're hiding our faces because we agree with what you're saying, but we don't want our faces to show. we got reps to protect. You know what I'm saying?
I know white people in Brooklyn.
Anyway, this is the Mr. McFly show.
But yeah,
you can't trust these people out here.
I just felt like both of them were lying.
Right.
I mean, that whole. I can see Cornette telling Vince, "Oh, just ring the bell when Shawn puts the sharpshooter on him." But I believe Bret more in Wrestling for Shadows when he said that Vince came up with, "Oh, Shawn's gonna put you in the sharpshooter, then you reverse it, and that's when the run-in is." And I can see Vince coming back to Cornette and Russo and saying, "Oh, this is the finish that Bret wants to go with," and Russo and Cornette saying, "Yeah, when Shawn puts you in the sharpshooter, Shawn puts him in the sharpshooter, just ring the bell." That's how they did it back in 1930.
Because he seems to know everything about pro wrestling, Jim Cornette.
Yes.
And what he said afterwards in that documentary, he said, "I am gonna live past him to piss on his grave."
Yo, that is if that is not the most hero shit that I've ever heard.
That is dedication.
That was beautiful. That's a beautiful. Like I love the beauty of love, and I love the beauty even more of hate.
Yep.
And that hatred that Cornette has for
Russo, it's amazing. It's beautiful.
It's true hatred.
Yep.
It's true heel heat, baby.
It's true hatred.
That's what I'm saying. I think Vince is lying. I think he's a liar. I think Cornette is more of the. He's a liar. They're both lying, but I feel like Jim's is more like.
You can see he's been losing weight. He probably changed his diet to live a little longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He said, "I told my wife,
looking clear.
Please let me."
She has it in my will. She knows I will just hold her if she doesn't do it.
And he probably will.
Shout out to Jim Cornette.
That was awesome. But the best part of that Montreal one was Hebner. Hebner's account of
I feel bad for him,
that whole airplane ride,
I feel bad for him, bro.
That was the best part of that Montreal one. The Macho Liz, I really enjoyed a lot because I've always heard the stories of Macho being controlling of Liz, but honestly, the MVP of that episode was Linda Hogan.
Yo, she had facts.
Hearing it from the female's friend perspective, that was the best part of that, and that was like, wow.
And mind you, not for nothing,
but he was just so. I don't know if it was controlling or that he just loved her so much he didn't want her to look stupid out there.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean? And then it just looked like it was controlling. And then, you see the promos. Remember when she's rubbing the belt like she's polishing the belt?
I didn't tell you to talk.
I didn't tell you to talk. Keep rubbing.
I think he had
Rub
OCD.
it down.
I think he had OCD, so being
and no one knew what OCD was back then. Like
being a controlling person, that's a lot. Like you can just go overboard with it, and that thing.
But shout out to the people that went to Linda Hogan because no one was looking for Linda Hogan.
No.
But she knew because she was one of the people that was living it.
Supposedly Hogan
tried to deny.
No, but he declined to be a part of the show, and then he said, "Oh, you guys should have had me on there."
Yeah, after when he saw Linda.
Yeah, because I was listening to Sam Roberts.
Because I'm sure he had more intel to say what he wanted to say because we've heard him talk about it before. Mm-hmm. But this was your chance to say something, and you dropped the ball. But shout out to Linda Hope because she is the real MVP because she had pictures, she had the evidence, she had all the stories because she was there, she lived it all, and she had the proof.
That story, I left Randy. I just saw her in her convertible with the box
with her hair flowing.
How about when the story was when she was like, oh, how Liz wanted to come out and just like have some time off, and he was like doing commentating, and she was like they couldn't find Liz. She was like, oh, I was at this man house upstairs. He let me stay here.
I was like, ooh,
I was like,
right? That was like,
no wonder Randy ain't trust you.
Exactly. The minute he got you out of sight, you went off with another date.
And you wonder why he wanted to control you because he knew your fast ass was gonna go find somebody.
No, she's a little too loose down here in Miami.
That Macho and Liz.
Where's she at? Like I can't find. She was like, oh no, Randy, I can't really find her. I've seen her, but she's over here. Not here.
It literally opened my eyes that Macho's the good guy in that story. Like
there you go.
Not Liz.
And that's what Scott Hall said. Scott Hall was like how he's not the controlling guy. He's the one that loves her. But you guys all mad because she's like all the innocent and like all naive and like little.
But then
no.
Look what he did.
The WCW
yes.
part. That's the
as
part.
As soon as he went to WCW, he wanted looking for her just so she could have a job.
Yeah,
that's love.
She got $250,000 a year. To be pretty next to the Macho Man.
And to be with Lex Luger at the same goddamn time.
When the motherfucker married.
And she's somebody's mistress. She ain't even no fucking good. Look at that shit. Look at that shit right there.
Macho Man, God bless your soul, man.
God bless your soul.
God bless both their souls, but I'm just saying.
God bless both their souls, but I'm sorry. I leave more towards the Macho Man. But but I will say
I feel like there was more they didn't tell us. But
that documentary did change my opinion of Lex Luger. The interview.
Oh, Lex. I don't even want to talk about Lex.
No. It's the fact that he owns up to it. Because it takes a lot to own up to what you're doing. Like, there's a lot of people that do bad things and don't ever own up to it.
Yeah,
and the
he
fact
owned
that
up to it.
He's owning up to it. That I have to give it up for him for that, because I didn't think.
Because I was like, because this is his fault. My husband was like, no, it's not. She was grown. She knew what she was doing. Blah blah blah. I was like, no, he was there with her.
Like, yo, look at this. Fruity Pebbles.
And they was both doing it. Just so happened that she took too much.
Remember what Hogan said? Vitamins, baby.
Say your prayers. Let's hear from the spot.
And he said he thought that she was gonna be fine. He thought that this is not the first time that has happened. Apparently, he said it.
Yeah.
And just so happened that this time.
It was a little too much.
All it takes is that one time.
That's it.
That one time.
3 things from True Heel Maurice. Linda Hogan was clutch in that documentary.
Yo, Linda.
Yes. Hulk didn't have the balls to do.
Yup.
Number 2.
We still not friends with him anyway, so whatever.
I was watching the whole Bret Hart one with the side eye. Like, really, y'all? Russo and Cornette will still be fighting each other in the afterlife?
Yes. Facts.
And that Bruiser Brody one? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, indeed.
Yeah, just wow to that Bruiser Brody one, man. If you only got time for one of those, like I said,
all of the Bruiser Brody.
I was like, what's the next episode that's supposed to come on?
Next episode might be the best one. Uncle Dave Meltzer already said it's going to be the best one. It's the story of the Von Erichs with Kevin Von Erich giving his account of finding his brothers after committing suicide.
Wow.
That one is gonna be intense. So check out Vice.
I'm loving this Viceland series right now.
Vice is dope.
Yo, I mean they dropped the ball with Jesus and Mero, but
Hey.
Because between Jesus and Mero and that's fucking delicious. It was a great show.
They had to move on, and they got time for wrestling with Dark Side of the Ring. So
Yep.
we're happy for that.
More documentaries.
We're going to talk about more of the documentaries as they come on in future True Hill Heats. But let's get into what we got next. And this weekend is a big show in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's going to be Impact Rebellion. It's their first pay-per-view since Impact Homecoming back in January. And they have quite the card. I want to say this is Impact's best card. And I've probably said that for the last 3 pay-per-views for them. They keep getting better and better with these Impact cards.
My bad. I'm going to have to take 2 minutes because I got to go to the bathroom.
What? We got a bathroom break.
Yep.
There we go.
Too much water.
This you can tell already. This man has not seen Avengers Endgame, and he's not gonna be able to make it. He may be like our good friend.
I took 2 bathroom breaks.
Oh my God, you probably missed something.
No, I went to the slow parts.
You missed something.
No, I didn't. I
missed something.
Everything is important.
Everything is important.
I know, but I only went. I'm telling you, I didn't miss
I had
much.
to take a baby nap.
when you came back, what scene was it? The first time
I don't want to give any spoilers away. People it's still Saturday.
Well, don't.
All right. We won't spoil it until the next True Hill.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got
a week.
time.
You got a week.
You got a week until True Hill Heat 33, where we spoil Avengers. We're not going to be like Sami Callihan, who's already teasing the spoil Avengers on Impact Rebellion this Sunday. But let's start off with Impact Rebellion. We're going to start off with the ladies then. We'll start off with the ladies and with you, Miss Krssi Love. So for Impact, we like to explain what's going on with these rivalries because a lot of our fans here
Don't watch it.
are not watching because Impact is on a horrible channel. It's on Pursuit.
And some people really don't have that channel.
No one has Pursuit.
I don't have it neither.
Most people that follow
it used to be on Cablevision. Now it's not there no more.
Most people that are following Impact are watching it on Twitch. So I'm going to explain a lot of these feuds so you can get perspective, the viewers can get perspective.
Perfect.
So, first up, we got one of our few non-title matches on the card is going to be Gail Kim versus Tessa Blanchard. Back at Impact Homecoming, it was Tessa versus Taya for the Impact Knockouts Championship with Gail Kim as a special guest referee. Gail Kim was the woman that counted the 1, 2, 3 for Taya to beat Tessa, and Tessa has had a personal vendetta against Gail Kim ever since. She's basically been assaulting officials from Impact and been threatening.
She said it's all Gail's fault. I know a little bit about this. Yes.
See, she's informed. Trying to inform you guys as well. So Gail Kim has officially returned
from out of retirement. Yes,
and will be coming back in Toronto, her hometown, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, at Impact Rebellion to go one-on-one with Tessa.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Gail Kim.
Miss Krssi, who you got?
I'm back.
Gail versus Tessa. Who you got in this one?
I think Tessa might win.
Think so?
I think Tessa might win. Yeah. Just to let you know, Gail's going to make her look good and they're going to have this good feud, but I feel like she's going to let Tessa win because she's like still the hot girl that's on top right now.
Okay. So
I mean, I could be wrong.
We got one for Tessa. Who you got? Gail,
I got Tessa on this. Her promos are dope. I just don't know why she's not part of the monster, which is WWE, but I kind of like that she's not.
No, because
she gets to be herself. She gets to just talk her shit, just the way her dad did back in the day.
She wouldn't be this if she was in WWE
no, she
right
wouldn't.
now.
That's why I like it.
She'll be some like clean-cut girl.
In the past, she's had basically backstage problems with her attitude, and she's the ex of Ricochet. So that's
messy.
Why she's not in WWE. But I disagree with you guys. I think Gail Kim
is going to
get the victory in her hometown of Toronto. This is her return match. This is her returning, and I feel like these women are going to have more than one match. So
beat the best out of 3.
I think maybe best out of 3. I think Gail wins here, and maybe Tessa wins at Slammiversary this summer. So we can see
have this feud go on,
extending a little bit longer, and Gail Kim making maybe a more permanent return to the Knockouts division that needs her.
Okay.
So this one was just announced. It's a 6-man tag team matchup. It's going to be the Rascals going against Moose and the North, which is Josh Alexander and Ethan Page. So over the last couple of weeks, the Rascals have basically been, they were introduced to Impact in a form of the That 70s Show Weed Circle. So they do little vignettes where they're talking about certain things going on in Impact, and they have their circle with smoke going on, and recently Moose invaded their little circle, and because the Rascals talking about things that were going on in Impact made fun of Moose and his dashiki. So Moose got offended by that and attacked them in their circle. He came to their home plate of their circle and attacked them. He's been versing the members of the Rascals in one-on-one matches for the last couple of weeks. And now he's got backup with the North, Josh Alexander and Ethan Page that just debuted. They're going to be in a 6-man tag against the Rascals this Sunday. So,
all right, one thing. So I remember going last summer to Impact event at Melrose.
Yes.
And
Bound for Glory.
Yeah. Wasn't like Moose's whole thing, his whole gimmick was supposed to be like he was like supposed to be like a stylish type of dude. Like he's just because he comes in like in all these like garments and all that stuff.
And all that
like
stuff.
When I seen him, it was just like a cross with the glasses and everything. It was like a cross of Clarence Mason and Bruce Leroy.
and the Black Akeem.
Yeah, like a little bit of everything. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? You don't need to do that. Like he's badass. Like I don't know I feel like it's like a contrast.
It's the people that's behind him like this just telling me maybe you should do this instead of this one.
Moose. They had a chance with Moose to push him as the Impact World Champion back at Slammiversary last year in 2018. When they didn't do that, I feel like they have just been pulling straws. They've just been coming up with things. They've been putting stuff in a hat like,
today you're going to be this.
Let's have him team with Killer Cross. Let's have him feud with Eddie Edwards. Let's have him invade a weed circle with the Rascals and then team up with
let's shake it up, see what happens.
It's very random with Moose. Like,
no, matter of fact, they're doing like the bingo thing and they're just going to turn the wheel. They're going to take the stuff, just take them up.
And they have the ball.
Yep, and it's inside the ball, yep.
That's creative.
That sounds WCW like right there.
So this one's for the Impact X Division Championship. This one's been building for a couple of months. It's going to be the champion Rich Swann versus Sami Callihan. Sami Callihan has been trying to recruit Rich Swann to OVE because these two have a prior friendship before coming to Impact. A couple of years ago, when Rich Swann was on the out and outs and needed a place to stay, Sami Callihan took him into his home when he was on the down and outs. Rich Swann actually looked after Sami when Sami's mom passed away. So this is a very personal rivalry. It's been building for a couple of months. Rich Swann has refused to join OVE, which leads us to this X Division Championship match at Impact Rebellion. So who you guys got? It's Sami Callihan versus Rich Swann.
I got Rich Swann because over time, Sami Callihan's kind of dropped the ball on main matches.
Ooh.
Like,
why do you say that?
Because I seen him. What was the feud he had with Pentagon?
That was a great match.
That was a great match. But every time it builds up to something big, it seems like Sami Callihan always comes out as the loser.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
I thought you were more saying disappointed in quality.
No, not quality of match. No.
Okay.
Just him
losing. You're right. He does lose big matches.
I feel like Rich Swann probably needs this too.
Yeah.
You know, he needs a big one while holding that belt before he gives it away. Yeah, before he gives it up.
I was gonna say it was gonna be Sami. He wins.
I agree with you. I feel like it is Sami's time to stop.
Is this the first time you guys are agreeing?
In a while.
She always agrees with me because I'm always right.
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs down, Sami Callihan, your new X Division champion. Impact Knockouts Championship is on the line. It's going to be Taya Valkyrie defending against Big Mama Pump.
Yes.
Herself, Jordan Grace.
Yes.
Who you got? Taya or Jordan Grace?
Big Mama.
You got Big Mama Pump.
Big Mama Pump, baby.
Big Mama Pump.
Big Mama Pump.
We're going Big Mama Pump all across? All across the board.
She should have like a Scott Steiner-esque like
outfit
for that
homage to him.
Yeah.
No, just come out with the chain. You
know?
Yes.
Big Mama Pump got your hookup.
Not for that. When I was a little girl, I wanted one of those shits.
My fault.
Yeah. I always wanted one of those things.
Yo, hell yeah.
I thought that was like the most coolest thing in the world.
I thought it was the coolest shit. I was like, I want to wear that for picture day.
Yeah.
I want the peaks and freaks like Big Papa Pump. So I agree with you. I'll take the chain.
I'm telling you, man. Picture day was just my favorite wrestling shirt. That's it.
This one right here might not only be the match of the night, it might be the match of the year. Full Metal Mayhem,
yes,
which is the copyrighted nickname of Impact for a TLC or Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. For the Impact Tag Team Championship, it's going to be the Lucha Brothers defending against LAX. Woo! Been building for a couple of months. The LAX and the Lucha Bros versed at Impact Homecoming back in January in a great matchup that the LAX won. Then back in Mexico, a couple of months later, Lucha Bros defeated LAX for the Impact Tag Team Championships. Lucha Brothers won in a rematch against LAX, and LAX has been looking for a rematch ever since. They've gone through different ways of doing that, like stealing the Lucha Brothers masks, attacking them backstage. We've had several brawls between the two, which means that Impact had no other choice but to make this match Full Metal Mayhem, which means tables, ladders, and chairs are legal. And the first team to climb up the ladder and grab the championships are the new Impact Tag Team Champions.
Somebody breaking something, bro.
Who you got?
These guys are so physical. I love it. This is the perfect match for them. But I do see LAX coming out with their fourth reign as tag team champions.
Same.
So we're going LAX
all across the board. Let's go, baby.
I'm usually for
New York,
Lucha
baby.
Bros. I
I
rooted for the Lucha Bros at Impact Homecoming. I thought they should have won the titles there. I was happy they won it in Mexico. But it's their time to drop those Impact Tag Team titles because their time in Impact I don't think is going to last much longer.
No, especially with everything in AEW and stuff like that. Yeah,
exactly.
You're right.
AEW is about to start up in May. AAA is coming to the United States in September at Madison Square Garden. They're going to be a big part of that as well. I feel they're going to be more of a presence in AEW, MLW, and AAA that they will in Impact in the future going forward.
Before you move on, I just want to ask you this question. Do you think that's the reason why WWE put those 2 dates for Raw and SmackDown in September?
Yes.
100. We
we
said
talked about
that
that.
truly. I 100% believe WWE saw the date that Triple H was planning for and planned theirs a week before.
Because they haven't had a live show at
In the Garden for years.
And they thought they could stop them by having their big pay-per-view event there, but they couldn't. The people were like, fuck you, Vince. Like, we're going to get money from these people. Like, you're not the only person that comes here. Like, no.
There you go.
And he thought that was going to happen. So they was like, okay, let's call them and see if we can have this Monday or this Tuesday for, like, we'll be back in New York.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to go to Barclays like we've been going. We'll go to the Garden.
Going to the Garden.
Garden's fun.
And we'll have, like, another house show across the street at the, what's the,
Manhattan Center, right?
Yep.
Manhattan Center.
Why not? Throw them a bone.
Throw them something too. Yeah.
Since you threw that awful Raw 25 performance.
I'm
Thank God I went to the Barclays Center.
Yeah, that was the right choice.
Oh.
The main event of the evening.
I mean, neither one was good, but, you know, if you had to pick one.
Yeah. Just watching Stone Cold was great.
It really
that's
wasn't.
it.
It really wasn't, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Neither one was really that, you know. Whatever. Okay.
Main
Continue.
event, Johnny Impact will be defending the Impact World Championship against Brian Cage. This is a rematch from Impact Homecoming, where Impact defeated Brian Cage due to outside interference and a distraction from his friends from the Survivor. He's been basically deflecting from Brian Cage ever since then. Trying every way not to defend the title against him. It all looked like it was all just coincidence and just a babyface getting hurt. But then Impact and his wife Talia turned heel recently on Impact, turning on Cage after Killer Cross looked like he had attacked Johnny Impact. It was all a collusion between the three. Killer Cross is with Johnny Impact and Talia. They've had the referee, Johnny Bravo, in their back pocket, screwing Cage out of a couple of matches, tag team matches, as well as the singles match against Killer Cross. So because of that, the special guest referee for this match in Toronto, in his home country, it will be Lance Storm. So if I could be serious for a minute.
Okay.
Who you got in this one? Impact versus Cage.
Impact?
Going with Impact.
I'm going to go with Impact. I'm going to go with him. Between him and his wife, Turner Hill, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't give a shit.
True heel heat, man. You're going for the true heels.
I'm going for the true heels. That's exactly.
I'm going for Cage.
Going with
Because I
Cage?
feel like they had... This is what I like. I fell in love with wrestling. Was the pre-long storylines.
Yo,
You know, just letting it,
Drag it out.
dragging it out, and letting
Let's
it
go
come
3
to a
pay-per-views for it,
conclusion
yeah.
where the good guy comes on top. I mean, that's what we all fell in love with when we were kids, and even like teenagers and stuff like that. Everybody now, all they want is like their favorite wrestler to
win.
go on top and
Yeah.
stuff like that. No, you got to look into the stories,
build-up.
man, the build up and all that. I'm going for Cage because I feel like Cage has everything on his side. He's the one that's been losing basically most of this rivalry, so I think it's just gonna accumulate with him winning on top.
Yeah, it's a combination of a great story. Cage has been building up for a long time now.
Yeah, definitely.
He had his undefeated streak, then he lost it, but he's had great matches in Impact, great rivalries. He was the Impact X Division champion, and I think it's his time to win the big one and win the title this Sunday against Impact in Toronto at Impact Homecoming.
Yes.
And I think it's going to be a great match as well. Let's run through a couple of New Japan big matches coming up as well next week. New Japan Pro Wrestling High No Kudo has 2 big matches. IWGP Tag Team titles are on the line. The Gorillas of Destiny will be versus Yano and Maccabee. Who you got in that one?
I got God. I'm a God fan, and I hate Yano. I hate him, bro.
You hate Yano?
Why? Because he's annoying. I can't stand it. Like his face and everything. Wish I could just go to the ring and be like,
The Sublime Thief.
no, Sublime Thief? Yeah, Sublime Thief thieves, bro. 11.5 straight up in the mouth, kid. I can't.
G.O.D. or Yano and Maccabee?
G.O.D.
G.O.D. across the board. Special challenge match is the main event. It's going to be the former IWGP Heavyweight Champion Jay White versus Hiroki Goto.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jay White.
I'm going with Jay White.
I'm going with Jay White, but that's going to be a great match.
That's going to be a really good match.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to that one. And then New Japan Wrestling Dodonku. Night 1 will be next Friday morning. It's going to be the Evil and Sonata versus Kazuchika Okada and Tomohiro Ishii. This is previewing 2 major big singles matches for the following day's Wrestling Dodoku shows. Who you got in that one? LIJ versus Chaos.
Okada, Chaos.
I'm going with LIJ. I think Evil and Sonata get the victory there because things are not going to go so well the next day.
Tranquilo.
Never Overweight Championship on the line. It's the new champion, Jeff Cobb, defending against the number 1 contender, Taishi. Who you got in that one?
Got Cobb. Cobb's a beast.
Cobb.
I think it's Cobb across the board on that one. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship will main event this one. This is the first time in a long time the Junior Heavyweight Championship match will main event a main show for New Japan. And it's going to be the new champion, Dragon Lee, going one-on-one with Taiji Ishimori. Who you got in that one?
Ishimori.
Got Ishimori getting the title back. Who you got? Ishimori, the Bullet Club.
I'm
going with Dragon. I'm going with Dragon Lee, and a great moment to end the show after the match. Dragon Lee wins, and Hiromu
The time bomb, baby.
The time bomb with his son, his beautiful son, Daryl, will return.
Daryl.
Will return to New Japan.
Hopefully Fale ain't around.
No, hopefully not. But yes, that is all for True Hill Heat 32. Thank you, Nathan Mcfly, for joining
having me here.
on True Hill Heat.
Thank you for having me here, man.
Appreciate you having on. We couldn't get you on at the Bullet Club block parties, but so I'm so happy you were able to come on True Hill Heat 32.
I appreciate that.
Tell them where they can find 20 by 20 podcast as well as yourself.
You could find myself plus the 20 by 20 podcast on Instagram, Twitter, 20 by 20 podcast. You can find me on Instagram, Nathan Mcfly 20 by 20. My boys, SM2, Shice, Bing, LP, Dangerously. Got you, my brothers. You already know. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful.
Truly appreciate this. And hopefully we can do it agagan.
Yes.
As always, brother, you were a good brother. Thanks for coming on. You got me triggered within like 5-10 minutes. I give you credit. I like the WWE defense attorney. See, I can argue without yelling with the WWE defense attorney. At least you're not undercover like Top Guy JJ though. And big shout out to Top Guy JJ who's across the pond in London. We missed you, brother. We glad to have you back for True Hill Heat 33. So bring that energy and bring the drinks. The True Hill Alcoholic will be back on True Hill Heat 33. So check us out on Facebook, True Hill's group page. We got the True Hill Heat Facebook podcast page that just went over 1,000 likes on Facebook.
Nice.
So thank you guys for supporting the True Hill podcast page. Thank you to our admin team, Jessica, Romeo, Jonathan, Josh. Thank you guys for supporting the page and providing the news for the page. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting the Spotlight and the Pro Wrestling Spotlight pages. Thank you to JJL for having us on here. And Battle Club Pro, our partners out here in the New York City area. Joe Kim Morales and all those guys. Thank you so much for being our partners and for us sponsoring them. True Hill Heat on Twitter. TruHeelHeat. Check us out on there. Miss Krssi Love, where are you at on Twitter, the Twitter machine?
I am at Miss Krssi Love, the sensational Miss Krssi Love on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram, which is at Miss Krssi Love _ or the sensational Miss Krssi Love. And I'm on Facebook as Crystal Owens Lynch or Krssi Love.
And you can check me out on Instagram, TrueHeal _Epic SP3 and Top Guy JJ at TrueHeal _ Top Guy JJ. He made it simple for me. Our YouTube channel, check us out, True Hill Heat on YouTube. We're over 200 subscribers on there, so we want to push even more.
We're higher, yes.
To 300 by the end of the month, so keep supporting us there. We got our interviews with Tama Tonga, Chase Owens, and Mr. Juicy Gino Gambino up on our YouTube channel right now, so check that out. And we're going to have our interview with Bad Luck Fale, as well as the interview queen, Alicia Tout, up on the YouTube channel this week, so check that out. iTunes later this week, we're going to have True Hill Heat 32 up, but you can check out True Hill Heat 31 up on there right now, as well as our Bullet Club Block Party Special Edition. And We will see you for True Hill Heat 33, where we're going to be previewing New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestling Dodoku, as well as the Best of the Super Juniors tournament. So until True Hill Heat 33, for Nathan Mcfly, for Miss Krssi Love, I'm SP3, signing off until next time.